Hey guys, Sheephead here with another video from Final Fantasy XIV. Today we're going to be talking about 10 top tips that I believe you should know when you're playing Final Fantasy XIV. These are 10 top tips which I believe will either 1. Make you better at the game, or 2. will increase your enjoyment of the game. So let's start with number 1. Now in my opinion, the first thing that you want to do as soon as you get into the game, if you're still doing the main storyline that is to change the voiceover from English, because the voiceover in my opinion is absolutely terrible, and you can change it from this.
On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please.
To this. And this is how you do it. All you need to do is open up your menu, head to the system configuration, and then weirdly go down to the other option. Now I thought it would be in audio and I looked there for a while, couldn't find it, but it happens to be in the other section. So as you can see, just go down here, hit this drop down box and change it to whatever language you like, preferably Japanese. For number 2, we're going to be talking about a quicker way to buy items from the vendor. Normally, when you go to a vendor, you try to buy some, and say you want to buy 10 of these items. Normally, you just spam click the up arrow. However, I've noticed when I do this a lot, when I was leveling, crafting, cooking, and it takes absolutely ages. So I actually didn't realize this until very later on in my leveling experience, but you can just use the mouse wheel. You can scroll up on the mouse wheel and you can get to 99 in like 2 seconds. So it's awesome. Once you've done this, you need to click back on the item and it will come up with, do you want to purchase 99 of these items, as you guys can see here. For number 3, we have something which is pretty damn cool and really didn't expect it to be in the game from base. Normally you have to use add-ons to do this kind of stuff. But we're talking about the chat log. Now the chat log in this game is going to stay there and it'll track everything that you do from the minute you log into the game to the second you log out. So if you're logged in for 24 hours, it doesn't matter. You can scroll all the way up to the top of the chat, which is amazing in itself. But as you guys can see, someone in guild linked a video, and I can simply just click and drag over the video and highlight it. And I can use the standard Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V, copy to clipboard and paste functions directly out of the game. Now up next we have something that I think more people should know about. When you're leveling or you're doing herbing or something, you're going to notice in chat, in /yell or shout, that you see a lot of people asking for reses. And they're like trying to say where they are on the map. However, as you guys can see, if you type this command, what it will do once you press enter, you can link it into any chat you wish. It's going to put your message alongside the coordinates of where you currently are. Now if anyone clicks this, it's going to bring up a map and it's going to show this little flag to say where you are and what location you're in. Now this is extremely beneficial if you've just found Odin, or you want to tell your guildies where something is, or something like that. So for number 5, we've got 3 things which I believe will let you enjoy the game, the way that the game looks slightly better. And if you like to take screenshots or record films, then you definitely need to know about these 3. So number 1, we have the keybind, which removes the user interface, which is a scroll lock. This is pretty damn useful for taking pictures of your character or taking kill pics with your guild. Number 2 is going to be zooming into first person mode. So if you press the home key, you'll notice that you zoom in, so it's like looking through the eyes of your character. This is nice to take pictures of scenery, which I like to do a lot when I'm recording my videos. And the third thing is more of a roleplay thing, but it's very useful when recording scenery and you want to get a nice smooth recording. You can push / on the numpad, and what this is going to do, it's going to toggle walk. So as you guys can see here, I'm recording, running down this corridor. I'm running too fast, it looks kind of weird. If I hit the / on the numpad, I start walking and it instantly looks a lot better. So for tip number 6, I'm going to tell you how to change the size of any of the UI elements in the HUD. To do this, all you need to do is go into this menu and click on one of them. Now that you've done this, I'm just going to drag hotbar 3 up here. All you need to do is press Control and Home, and as you can see, you can toggle between the 3 different sizes. There's small, medium and large. And you can do this with any of the UI elements. So as you can see, I'm going to click on the minimap and I'm going to do the same. Once you're finished, just hit save and it will save the configuration. So up next, we're going to be talking about favored destinations. I'm in Limsa and I am going to teleport to the Hawthorne Hut. It's going to cost me 663 gil, as you guys can see on the screen. Now that I'm here, I'm going to click on the crystal and I'm going to click register favorite destination. Now you guys probably won't see this screen unless you've already done this, but you can only have 3 favored destinations. So I'm going to overwrite this one. Now I've done this, I'm going to teleport back to Limsa and we're going to see that the price that it cost me to get back to the Hawthorne Hut is cut in half. Now this can only be done with 3 destinations, and I've put it as the 3 that I teleport to the most, and I guess that you guys should too. And you can also see which ones are your favorite destinations when you teleport, as they are the ones which are marked by the stars. So for number 8, we have something which is going to help you guys block anyone you don't like or any gold sellers. As you can see here, I whispered myself because I have no friends. And all I'm going to do is type in this command in chat. What it does is it takes the last person who whispered you and it adds them to your blacklist. However, I couldn't do this because you can't blacklist yourself, but these are previous gold sellers that I've used to do this. One thing that might be useful is if you add this as a macro. So we're going to do this by pressing escape, go into the macro menu, and we're going to click on a new macro. So we're going to type this in one more time, and we're going to put it on our hotbar. So the next time a gold seller whispers us, all we have to do is just hit this macro, and it's going to block them. So for the second to last tip, we're going to be talking about leve quests, and also Grand Company supply and provisioning missions. Now these missions are something that are extremely beneficial when you're leveling your crafting and your gathering, as they give so much experience just for one quest. Now I believe you can only do 1 or 2 of these a day, and it's really annoying having to teleport all the way back here just to check them. However, if you press Ctrl U, you'll notice that this user interface element pops up, and it's going to tell you 2 things. 1, when your next allowance of leves are, which is 3 every 12 hours, it's going to tell you the next time you get those 3. And also, it's going to show you all the supply and provisioning missions with the time left on them directly from wherever you are. So you don't need to teleport anywhere, you can just press Ctrl U and go farm or buy the mats off the marketplace. Okay, so for the 10th and final tip, and in my opinion the most useful tip, we're going to be talking about the focus frame. Now most people that I speak to, they don't even know that this exists, and in my opinion, especially at endgame raiding, this is going to be one of the most beneficial things that you can possibly do to improve your play. So as you guys can see here, I'm going to target this mob and it's going to come up with its normal targeting area. However, if I press the default keybind, which is Shift F, you can see that the focus target comes up. The great thing about this is that if I detarget the original mob that I was targeting and I lose my main target, I'm still going to have the focus target, and this goes the same for if I target other mobs as well. So you can instantly see why this is valuable. One other thing is that if I press the default binding, which is F1, it will instantly switch directly back to the mob that is my focus frame. So you can see why this is extremely beneficial at raiding and at endgame, because you can have the boss on focus target the entire fight, and then you can switch off and kill ads, and you can still see the cast bar of the focused mob. So for example, in Garuda, as you guys can see on the footage behind, ads spawn up, and I need to ideally keep an eye on the boss. Say he was casting something like an AoE spell, I want to see the cast bar before the spell comes out, so I can just have the focus target there the entire time. When the mobs die, or when they get to low health, I can instantly just press F1 to switch back to the mob. Now, as I said previously, all these keybinds can be changed. If you just go into keybinds, targeting, it's going to be here, set focus target, Shift F, and target current focus target, F1. So guys, that's going to be the end of my first top 10 tips for Final Fantasy XIV. If you have any tips or any suggestions about the game or these videos, then please let me know in the comment section below. And if you have any questions, I will definitely answer every single comment that gets posted on this video. So other than that, if you enjoyed this video, then please hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the content that I have here on Final Fantasy XIV. And make sure you check out my channel for other videos on this game. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. I will be putting out videos tomorrow on hard mode guides and also a gearing guide at level 50 for those who are new to level 50. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. A little bit of trouble with some people who've never done it before, so therefore we'll call it the hardest boss as well. So this boss has 3 main abilities. The first one you can see here on screen is these void zones. Now they're going to spawn in a specific pattern. And pretty much you're just going to want to make sure that you're never in these void zones. They're only going to be there for a couple of seconds at a time, and once that one disappears, you can move directly into the safe zone of the next one. So as you can see, the first one is going to spawn in the center, thus the safe zone is either the left or the right. Once that one disappears, you're going to want to move in.